Ms. Campbell, you are suing the Robinsons for $10,000 in stolen property. You say your grandmother's ring needs to be returned to you. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And the Robinsons, you say that the ring is rightfully yours. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I'll start with the plaintiff. This is your grandmother's ring you're here about?
Yes.
Tell the court why you're here.
I'm here because my grandmother, in her will, she stated that this ring will be passed down to me. My grandmother died 20 years ago. I was 15 at the time, so I wasn't at the will reading. And when I did ask about the ring, I asked my mother, where's the ring? I want the ring. It's nowhere to be found. She said it got caught up in storage when they were cleaning out my grandmother's house. So for 20 years, no one knew where the ring was. Fast forward to a year ago at my aunt's funeral, I see the ring around Julia's neck.
And Julia is?
She's my cousin.
She's your cousin?
Yes.
So that's the ring, Ms. Robinson. You are in possession of it?
Correct.
How long have you had it?
Just for this year. I had it around my neck once my mother passed a year ago. My father handed it down to me. I also have her will here that mentions once she passes that I get her wedding ring.
Once your mother passes?
Yes.
That you get the wedding ring?
Correct.
But do you acknowledge that this is the ring that Ms. Campbell is speaking about, that her grandmother, I guess it would be both of your grandmother, left to her? Is that the same ring?
Yes.
All right. So can you tell the court how you came in possession of the ring? You say your mother passed it down to you when she passed away.
Correct.
Do you know how she had it?
My father, he came to my grandmother over dinner, discussed having the ring from her to propose to my mother, and my grandmother ended up giving it to him.
Were you at the will reading?
I was not. I was only 5 years old.
Mr. Robinson, were you at the will reading?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
And when the will was read, did it say that Miss Campbell, this would be your niece, was supposed to get the ring that's now hanging around your daughter's neck?
Yes.
So you heard that read at the will reading?
Yes.
So how did you come into possession of it rightfully when you heard during the will reading that the ring should be passed down to Miss Campbell?
22 years ago, I sat down with my mother and I asked her for the ring to get engaged, to marry her mother. And she gave me the ring, and it was rightfully mine at the moment. So
at the point you talked to your mom, she gave it to you with her blessing.
Yes.
To then give it to your then wife, which is the mother of your daughter.
Yes.
And then your mom, did she leave it in a will to you?
Yes, she did, and I do have that.
All right. You submitted evidence to the court. Let me just review the plaintiff's evidence here. And this is a picture of the ring.
Yes.
It's a beautiful ring. And then here is the last will and testament, bequest of personal property to my granddaughter, Adriana Campbell, my wedding ring set, consisting of engagement ring, featuring a round cut 2-carat diamond. And you both acknowledge that that is the ring.
Yes.
So it seems pretty clear in this written last will and testament that your grandmother left this ring to Adriana. And so, Ms. Robinson, what you've presented to the court is the will and testament of your mother, which then bequeaths the ring to you.
Correct.
To my daughter, Julia Robinson. And for your entire marriage, your wife wore this ring, presumably, because you asked your mother, Mr. Robinson, to ask her to marry you.
Yes, Your Honor.
With this ring.
Yes.
So she's had it on throughout her life.
The whole
and
time.
at her passing, she gives it to her daughter.
Yes.
So it's clear you think you are the rightful owner of the ring, Ms. Robinson, but you think, Ms. Campbell, you're the rightful owner of it.
I think he's the one that puts all these things in place. Like, how will you tell your mom to give you a ring to go and propose to another woman? Was it not a man that bought the ring for a woman? You have to go and buy your own ring and give to your wife rather than fabricating talk. And he is the cause of this issue.
Now, were you guys close cousins when you were growing up?
No.
You weren't?
No. We're 10 years apart.
10 years apart?
Correct.
And do you have a relationship at all, or has the ring just destroyed the family dynamic?
No relationship because we live in different states. I'm in Texas and they're in Maine.
But even if you're in different states, if it's your cousin, all my cousins back in Detroit, I still got a relationship with all of them.
No.
And some of them are 10, 15 years younger than me, and some are 10, 15 years older, if not more. Why don't you guys have a relationship at all? I mean, honey, I wouldn't know you all were family if it wasn't in these court papers. About cold as ice, ain't it, Sean? Could you tell, gallery? My goodness. Because this is your niece.
Yes, ma'am.
What is going on?
So my mom, which is my uncle's sister, they don't get along. So my mom, she kept us away.
So
from
it's
them.
generational.
Yes.
All right. So you're the child of a person who decided to kind of separate themselves from their family.
Yes.
Your mom.
Yes.
And is your mom still with us?
Yes.
And she doesn't have any desire to mend the relationship with her family?
No.
Did she ever tell you why she didn't want to be around her family?
Just money issues that I would hear in passing between my uncle and my mom.
Oh, money things.
Yeah.
It's very sad to see. And it is very telling because we wonder sometimes how these generational feuds continue on and on. And we're seeing right here how that can happen. Do you all have any desire? You now are the next generation beyond this confusion. You don't have a desire to get to know your cousin, have a relationship. I don't care how much older you are. You don't have that desire?
Your Honor, I did have the desire before my mother's funeral, but at my mother's funeral, Adriana actually approached me about the ring on my neck. And I felt like it was very inappropriate, and I felt like she was also being aggressive and demanding. So I do feel like I deserve at
What
least an
happened?
apology. She saw me at my mother's funeral, and she saw the ring around my neck. She then approached me, and she kept saying that the ring around my neck was hers, and that it belonged to her, and she just kept being very demanding about it, and I ended up storming off. And this was during my mother's funeral.
During the service?
Yes.
Oh, Lord, why did you pick that day, Miss Campbell? Now, you all close enough to, you were at her mother's funeral. Did you have a relationship with her mother?
No.
You didn't?
No.
You just showed up because it was family?
Yes.
Or did you show up because she had the ring?
I didn't know she had the
Oh,
ring.
that's when you found out.
That's when I found out. Now, granted, Your Honor, I know time and place, but could you imagine I'm grieving a ring of 20 years that I haven't seen, and then I see
And where
it.
did you think it was all these years?
Storage?
Oh, somebody told you it was in the storage.
Yes, my mother.
And what, they just get it when they could get it?
Yes.
What? And you say your mother, Mr. Robinson, actually gave it to you.
Yes. We sit down at dinner and I explained to her what I needed it for and why did I want it. So I told her, you know, that once I get married, that I would pass it down to my daughter to keep it going with a good spirit.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, there's nothing that this court has heard today that would suggest that what you're saying is a lie. The problem is that once there is a will that is in writing that basically bequeaths an item to an individual,
Yes.
it stands. There's no other, will, a subsequent will, or a subsequent gift of your grandmother giving it to you in her lifetime that supersedes the validity of the will that's in place. And I can understand how that can be confusing, because in your mind, did you know at the time that she had bequeathed the ring to Miss Campbell? When you asked for it, did you know she had already said she was going to give it to Miss Campbell, your niece?
No, I wouldn't have taken it. I would have made sure that she would, have the ring, something that my mother was giving to her,
And what's difficult is it's been so long.
Yes.
But that doesn't change the fact that that is what is stated in the will, clearly. And that is what this court has to uphold. And for that reason, judgment for the plaintiff for $10,000. So, Ms. Campbell, this is a difficult situation because this ring that is a beloved piece of your grandmother's jewelry collection currently is hanging around your cousin's neck. And this court is clear in what the law is, that the written will stands, which means the ring belongs to you. But you're suing for $10,000, which is the state's maximum that you could collect. Do you want the ring still, or do you want the money?
I want the ring, Your Honor.
You want the ring?
Yes.
Well, as a person who, I wear my mother's ring, this is my mother's ring, and I wear at least one piece of her jewelry. I've worn a ring of hers for the last 20 years since she's passed. And I couldn't think of a dollar amount that would measure to me having this ring.
If you can take a ring that it was not real to you and give it to your own wife, no. When you know very well it was real to your niece, then you are the problem. And I'm very sure the plaintiff mother did not want any kind of. And I'm very sure the plaintiff mother did not want to answer most questions. She simply told the daughter, oh, the wedding is in the storage. Yes, storage. And for the plaintiff to actually approach her cousin on the day of the funeral, that's to say, she has been looking for that ring all days. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine the joy she must have in her heart after finding out.
Difficult, Ms. Robinson, because you too have such a connection to the ring through your own mother. And as a young person who isn't privy to all of these legalities, you believe your mother left you the ring. When did your mother pass?
A year ago, so I'm still grieving her.
And this is why this is difficult, because this court is going to have to basically let you know that if you do not return the ring to your cousin, that you're going to have to pay for the value of the ring. The fact that it's very clearly stated in your grandmother's will that the ring belongs to her would lead this court to award her that $10,000 maximum. So at this moment in time, I want to give you the opportunity to give the ring back to your cousin, or have to pay the fine of $10,000.
Well, on my side of the family, money's very tight. So we don't just have $10,000 laying around to hand over. And it's also very difficult for me to hand over a ring that feels very personal to me. I saw my mom wearing it for 20 years, literally. So I feel like I'm very much in a tight situation right now. I want to save the money so I can keep the ring, but I don't have the money.
What I would say to you is this: the same way you've honored your mother by wearing the ring, did you have a relationship with your grandmother?
No, I didn't.
You did not. You have to then honor what she has in writing, which is she wanted that ring to be given to Ms. Campbell. Barring her changing that will in writing, you just can't change her will verbally, and that's a legal lesson for us all. It has to be a written addendum. It has to be a written change that, just like every will, right, that has certain legal process to be notarized. You have to go through a process, and that process was not handled legally. And so at this time, this court would instruct you to give the ring back to your cousin, or I will have to award her $10,000 in which she could seek a judgment against you.
Okay.
If you didn't pay.
I will hand over the ring.
And I think at the moment that you all hand over this ring, this probably is one of the first exchanges that you've had as cousins, which is sad for this court, because family is everything, right? Knowing who your family is. We do a lot of work in this court helping people find out who their father is, resolve paternity questions, help resolve legal issues that happen between family members, in the hopes that the legal resolution can lead to emotional evolution, that we can evolve out of the dark places into something that's new. And so I think this moment gives us the opportunity, while it's a sad moment and very difficult, it gives us the opportunity. Communication is all that it takes, and a little bit of grace. I'll give you an opportunity to remove the ring and hand it back to your cousin. Feel free to step into the aisle.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was hard,
Yes.
but that was full of grace, Miss Robinson. I'm very proud of you because you did not have to handle that as maturely as you did. Do you agree, gallery?
Yes.
How does it feel, Miss Campbell?
It feels good. And I do feel bad because she had no idea that this ring belonged to my grandmother. But I'm willing to do what you said, build a relationship and let her see the ring, and I will pass it down to her.
That was beautiful. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
That's what these moments are about finding common ground. And sometimes when you just don't know where that is, you just have to take the first step. And you did that today. And you did that today. And that's what family does. Court is adjourned.
All right.